Hello everyone, and welcome to our Teens Talk Show, an 8-episode series. My name is Gloria.
My name is Shilamite.
And today we are joined with our co-hosts, Gifty and Marvelous.
And today we're going to be talking about topics that we are passionate about. Before we get into that, we have very, very, very sad news, unfortunately.
No, please don't do it.
So today,
Don't do it.
unfortunately, is our very last Teens Talk Show.
Today, we will be reflecting on our journey in the Bradbury Youth Club, which has been funded by the BBC Children in Need, created to help young people promote social action through different activities. So what have we used our funding for, Shilamite?
We have used our funding for 3 main stages, such as educational posters, jars of love, and of course, our Teens Talk Show. So Gifty, can you please go into more depth about how we prepared for our project?
Yeah, of course. So before our project began, we underwent a series of workshops which gave us skills to fully engage in our project effectively, such as public speaking, debating, research, mental health, awareness program, confidence building, and audio and visual training. These workshops helped us to develop skills like being able to articulate ourselves properly in front of the camera, research skills to gain more knowledge on certain topics, giving us confidence, time management, and creativity, which helped us to produce our educational posters and jars of love. Graphic design training and using Canva and other apps, which helped us in our educational posters, audio and visual editing as we were involved in the production and editing of our teen talk show.
Thanks so much, Gifty.
Yeah.
Cool. So we want to throw it to the audience. Does anyone want to talk about their experience with regards to the workshops that we did, either during the summer or during the school term as well?
Yes, so I would like to talk about when we did our summer workshop. When we were doing the dancing, I really enjoyed the dancing because I learned new techniques and new ways to dance, and it was really fun. And I really enjoyed having it with all my friends and everything.
That's really cool. Thanks so much for sharing, Rachel.
Thank you. So Marvelous, what life skills do you think you've gotten through our project in Bradbury Hub?
So Bradbury Hub has given us a platform to express our views, concerns, and ideas, which will help increase our sense of belonging in the society. We have all increased in confidence through the workshops we attended and the different activities we engaged in to make our projects happen. Examples are the debate and public speaking workshops. Finally, the skills that we learn will help improve the life chances of the BAME backgrounds due to the opportunities we have received.
Cool. Thank you
for
so
that.
much, Marvelous.
Thank you.
Anyone in the audience, do you guys want to talk about what skills that you've learned, how they have impacted your life? Yeah?
I think skills I got were like just my ability to use Canva and everything. I think that was really helpful.
What is Canva, sorry?
Just a software for like design making and stuff like that, yeah. I feel like Canva was very useful because it clearly projected our innovative sides as like youth. And I'm very grateful that BBC gave me this experience because I think it gave not only me but everybody here a voice to be able to, give our ideas to many people. So I think that's really good.
Cool, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, our funding has been absolutely amazing, and our leaders as well, giving us that opportunity to express our views, as Michael said, and to be in a safe environment to do that. That's amazing. Thanks so much.
So our next question is for Gifty. Gifty, what topics were particularly of interest to you during our Teens Talk Show?
I think for me, it would probably be racism in schools because it felt relatable, and knowing what to do in those situations is very reassuring. I also found it very interesting and very engaging. Hearing different stories and opinions changed my mind on some things and brought up some problems I've never even thought about, such as the N-word being used in books and how it makes people feel.
Thanks so much, Gifty.
Yeah, it's very, very helpful and informative.
Does anybody in the audience have anything to say? Any episodes that you found quite interesting?
I thought racism was pretty interesting because I sort of related to it, and I seen that other people also did as well. So yeah, I related to it basically.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Michael. What about you, Shulamite? Any episodes that you found quite interesting?
One of the episodes that were spoke on was the topic of drugs. And why that really stood out to me is because in today's day and age, there are a lot of young people using drugs. So I'm really glad that we got the opportunity to speak and learn more on that. And what really stood out to me during that talk was whenever our youth leader, Pastor Angela, came and spoke on county lining, which is basically a child or like teenager disappears for quite a long period of time, and then once they come back with like new stuff that obviously costs a lot of money, and it can happen to anybody. She said it can happen between the ages from 11 all the way up, so it can happen to anybody. That's why I'm saying it's a very big topic to talk about in today's society, because people need to be more aware about drugs, even though it doesn't happen, like not everybody knows about it because it doesn't happen on the daily, but definitely if people aren't talking about it, then it's definitely going on a lot more. So I'm very glad that the topic was spoke about. So yeah.
It's very important to expose certain topics
Exactly.
and to educate people about that. That's really good.
Yeah.
For me, I quite liked the mental health talk that we did. We were joined with Councillor Vivian, and I really enjoyed just bringing more light to that topic. I think that mental health and the whole topic of our well-being is something that's quite shied about in our society and even in our community. So it was really great that that topic was brought to light, and I really enjoyed the different coping mechanisms that Councillor Vivian talked about. And yeah, as I said, just amazing just to bring it to light. And as I said, it's good to expose these type of conversations and to be educated about them. So yeah.
Exactly. So the next question is, what was your experience with making the pots of love? And we have the pots of love with us today, actually. If you guys can bring it out.
Yeah, so the pots of love. It has been a journey.
A long journey.
A very, very long journey.
Yeah.
And so basically, yeah, these are pots of love. As you can see, we've got different jars
Different
here.
jars because they were all recycled.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So we brought in recycled jars from home, we wash sanitized them, and we created some quotes as well.
Yeah.
And I think Gifty and Marvis, do you guys want to read one of the quotes in your jars? Which one do you have, Gifty?
Sometimes all you need is a change of environment. Go for a walk.
Facts.
What about you, Marvis? Which one do you have?
And where there is life, there is hope.
That's so true. That's so true. Cool. So we're joined with Victoria.
Yeah.
And Victoria, would you like to talk to us a bit more about the the pots of love and how you found the whole process?
Yeah, so as our hosts have said, we recently just finished this initiative called Pots of Love, and we took recycled jars like honey jars and jam jars. We washed them out, we cleaned them, and we put in inspirational quotes into the jars, and we are giving these out to the community. And it's really just there's one for each day of the month, so it's really just to uplift you and encourage you as you start your day. And it was some highs and lows. It took a while, some restarting, a lot of frustrations, but it was good and we got there in the end. So yeah.
That's amazing. Thanks so much for sharing, Victoria. So, marvelous. We're going to move to you and Michael as well, if you want to get yourself ready. We're going to talk about the educational posters that we created. So, do you want to go into more depth about that?
Okay, so we had a workshop where we were taught how to use Canva to create and edit posters, and we have used these posters to create like educational posters that raises awareness on some of the topics. So I've got 3 of the posters here today with me. Can you hold that for me?
Yeah.
So this one was made by one of us, David. It essentially tells us about vaping. It's bad. Vaping kills. Simple as that, yeah. And then this one was made by Michael, basically telling us the essentials about a friend, what a friend should be like. And then the last one as well was made by Michael. A really good question. Are they your friends, enemies, or frenemies? Yeah.
Think about that.
Cool. Michael, do you want to go into a bit of depth into how you found the whole process? Maybe what gave you inspiration, especially that one that Shulamite held. It was quite a long, yeah, a really good description. How did that all come about?
I like the way that we're posting them in like schools and everything because I think it's really nice. One thing that I think this taught me was the way that, like, you know, I can address people in like different ways, not only just by talking, but like, just sharing my ideas.
Yeah, that's a really good point. We don't just have to talk to share our ideas. We can use art, we can use music, we can use so many different ways to express ourselves. That's a really good point. Thanks so much, Michael.
Thank you.
So now we're going to go into some difficulties or some challenges that we faced throughout this project. So I'll go to the panelists first. What difficulties or challenges did we face throughout this year?
So mine will be like finding the time actually to prepare for like talk shows and stuff because it was in the middle of school exams and stuff like that. So actually finding the time to prepare, like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Shalama? Anything that you struggled with or found any difficulty with?
Probably the same thing as Marvel. It's just like finding time to really talk and prepare for the talk shows. Because yeah, it was whenever we were in school, so we had to like find time that was free for us to, obviously prepare for talk shows so it can be good. But at the end of the day, they came out well, so it was all worth it.
Yeah, and I think definitely they developed, skills of time management,
Yeah.
resilience as well. But I also think like our group leaders were really, really good to us. I mean, when it came to exams and stuff, like we completely shut down. So that gave us time to prepare for exams. So yeah, cool. Embarrassing and funny moments. Anybody have anything they want to share? Well, I would say probably do not disturb. So whenever we're doing our team talk shows, we're always told to put our phones off, put on do not disturb, airplane mode.
Yeah.
And still some people's phones are ringing. I'm like, oh my goodness. And sometimes you had to restart. Also, I think starting our episodes, we've always had different, like, especially when us two are hosting.
I don't know what it is.
I just always mix up our
Literally, and then we
words.
talk over each other. It's quite awkward, but it's funny. It's very funny.
Yeah.
And then that time whenever like you looked at the camera and then you were like,
Oh yeah. Do you want to explain that?
yeah, so basically, before we started our like talk show, like James was just giving us, he was our cameraman, obviously. He was just giving us like instructions for what we need to do. And he said if we make a mistake that obviously we should do like angel hands. And literally, I kid you not, 10 seconds into the camera actually recording, Gloria's like, yeah, come on. Nah, that was really funny. I'll never forget that, but yeah, it's very funny.
Okay, cool. So the final question for the audience, highlights. So what things did you really, really enjoy? So audience, if you guys want to get ready to answer, what were things that you really took away from this project? What about you, Gifty? What really stood out to you?
Like I don't know, I just really liked hearing people's points of views like during the talk show because obviously like there's some things that you think about, but it's very nice to hear other people talk about those things and hearing their perspective.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Very true. Marvelous, you?
I personally think teamwork, like working with other people as well. Like if someone isn't talking, you help them or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think also the pots of love also helped with regards to like teamwork as well.
A lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a whole thing, but props to Joy because she really took that project upon herself and she really went above and beyond for us and really coordinated everything for us. So props to Joy, really, really
Shout out to
and
Joy.
shout out to Joy for real, man. And shout out to Joy for real. Yeah. So Chronicle, do you want to go into any highlights, anything you took away either from like the workshop or like just the youth club in general?
Okay, I would just say like something I enjoyed in the like talk show. Like I enjoyed the part that everyone was like giving contributions, like opinions to like some topics and like stuff. Like if someone says a point, some people give like good contributions, like opinions. I love that. I was just like that's what I took away with the way everyone was just like in team, like how Marvelous said, like I love that contribution and everything.
Thanks so much. That's really, really good. Thank you. What about you, Aura? How did you find Teens Talk Show or the Pots of Love or posters, anything?
for the pots of love, like it was like really good. Although there were some moments like I made a lot of mistakes, but nobody like really like made fun of me or anything. So like that was one thing for me. Like everybody was so supportive.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so lovely. Yeah, that's amazing. Salome as well, do you have anything you want to say? Maybe the workshops that we did during the summer.
Yeah.
What really stood out to you? What did you really enjoy?
What I enjoyed was when we done the dancing because it just made me feel free and it was really fun and exciting. So yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Another thing is, I think dedication, like,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, I think you and Marvelous, we came out during the week a couple weeks ago. What were we doing again?
We're like doing like the pots of love, where
Mm.
like actually like putting like the addresses and finalizing the pots as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sending our posters to different schools. So we came in, I think we've written, it was like 100 schools or
Yeah.
something. So hopefully we can get that posted in the next couple of weeks. Just to, again, as Michael said, like we don't just have to use our actual voices to get our opinions and express our views. We can do that through art, which we're doing with our posters. So yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yep.
I'd like to call on one of our youth leaders, Naomi, and I just wanted to ask, how did you find this experience being our leader? Any difficulties?
Honestly, this has been a rewarding experience just to see the growth that you guys have had, you know, whether it's in the collaboration, whether it's in your confidence in how you guys are speaking, whether it's in individually or collectively, there's just been so much growth and it's just definitely rewarding to see. Would I do it again? I don't know. No, I'm joking. I have no choice. No, I definitely would do it again. And just even to be able to see how they've grown, you know, if we were to go again, you'll see a huge difference in yourselves, you know, even how you guys are communicating now, huge difference from the time that we started off. My advice to you guys would be, don't be afraid to push boundaries, don't be afraid to stay curious, you know, continue building the relationships that you guys have fostered throughout this period, and don't be afraid to believe in yourself, but also remember that you can make an impact in the world, but you have to stay true to yourself. You have to believe in yourself as well. So continue the work that you guys are doing. It's going to take you far. These qualities that you guys have picked up, you know, throughout this journey will not only be beneficial personally, but also in your professional lives as well. So some of you guys are going to school. These are things that, you know, will definitely be beneficial to you guys. So keep it up. We love you. We're so proud of you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
So now we are going to watch some feedback from some of our friends in Barbary Hub to hear their experience of our project and what they have learned.
During your club today, I've done a poster about Father's Day, and during my stay at youth club, I learned skills such as looking at addresses, making letters, and also just spending my time with friends, talking to them daily. That's it.
Hi guys, my name is Marvelous, and today I worked on making posters using canvas. Today I learned how to like involve other colors as well, and how to actually like make templates that can be used on canvas. Thank you.
So today what I learned at Youth Club was we were just putting positive quotes in a jar, it was kind of, you know the way we are. But it was very fun. We were reading positive quotes and it like gives you hope and desire as to what could be, and it gives the others who are getting it like hope for them and what they could receive. So yeah, that was really fun. And what I've learned today is that Youth Club is just about bringing everybody together and having fun, and obviously learning new skills and talking about different stuff about the world or just anything else. So yeah, Youth Club has definitely impacted my life a lot. I love hanging with my friends and my aunties, my uncles, everybody. It's super fun, and I hope you join.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your opinions and your views. We'd also like to call on our other youth leader, Pastor Angela. Is there anything that you would like to say with regards to the project or how you found it? Because I guess you pretty much managed everything, or let's say you helped with regards to coordination alongside Naomi. So anything you want to add to that? Yeah.
yeah, it's been an interesting journey. And like Naomi said, it's been good to just see the development and the growth. We had a lot of moments where it was, who's going to do this? Who wants to do that? Everybody, I don't want to, I don't wanna. So I had to be the one that would strongly encourage, let's put it that way, people to do things that they didn't feel that they could do or didn't want to do because they were too shy. But really just kind of helping to nudge people out of their comfort zone and then seeing, how they kind of develop and blossom as a result of that. So I'm really grateful to see how it's come together. And I think at the time that we were conceptualizing all of this, we didn't actually realize how much we were taking on.
Exactly. That's true.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the talk shows themselves were, just getting 8 talk shows done. You'd think that it would be straightforward, but it was a lot to prepare. Like you said, props to all of you who took part in the talk shows at one point or the other, because it was a lot of preparation, a lot of research that had to go into this stuff. So well done to all of you. And then the pots of love, I think, they must be the most frustrating part of this project. Again, we didn't know how much this was going to require. But what was lovely to see was that, we decided to go down the route of you guys writing your own messages. So the majority of what you see in those jars are messages that you wrote and composed yourself, which is wonderful because when you look at them, they just give a smile, it brings a smile to your face, and we've given them out to some people and it's just been, it's been really, really a blessing to them. So I want to say well done to all of you. And then the posters, just seeing the creativity. So this is a proud auntie moment for me. Really, really pleased with what you've all done. It's been hard work. It's been fun along the way, but hard work nonetheless. But look what you've done. So well done. And I also wanted to just take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to all of the youth workers that have been on this project. You've all been amazing. Billy, Deborah, Naomi, Henrietta, Maita, who am I forgetting? Basayo, Shola, Michael, various people that have just helped along the way. Did I miss somebody? Please don't tell me I've missed somebody. Maita, I said Maita, yeah. And just kind of given their time and, in all of this. So we just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone. Massive thank you to James behind the camera. I hope we're going to get to see. Thank you to DJ who helped with and then the ones who work behind the scenes that you don't see often. So people like David. Who worked alongside James, and also Julia, who worked alongside James. Pearls, I think at one point did as well, and Michael. So just massive well done to everybody. And would we do it again? Absolutely, yes. One more thing. One exciting piece of news that we recently heard is that the BBC Children Need have decided to fund us for the next 2 years to continue. So yes, there will be more talk shows. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a long haul, but yeah, we've made it. We've come to the end of our team's talk show.
Yeah,
I just can't. I just really can't.
Why? But no, honestly, all the hard work has really paid off, and we're just so grateful to our youth leaders and everyone who made this possible. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We want to say, please like, comment, and subscribe to Bradbury Hub TV. Make sure to like, comment, and go follow us on Instagram, Bradbury Hub. Do not forget to share with your friends.
Yep.
And if you're interested in joining our youth club, please send an email. You'll see our email in the description. We would love to see new faces. And yeah, I guess let's say that's a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. Woo!